honored with the Emmy for News Excellence. News 5's Good Morning Cleveland starts now.
Right now at 6, it's going to be another hot one. The heat is also forcing some schools to close. And a local district is now apologizing for a controversial middle school assignment, what they said it was meant to do. And all new from the E-Team, the Indians are on a hot streak, but fans, are they filling the seats at Progressive? But first, let's update you right now on some breaking news. Another chase ends in a crash. A state trooper chased a pickup from Cleveland to Twinsburg. The truck lost control on Irish Glen Drive, and the driver ran off. The cruiser hit a pole and it came crashing down on the top of the car. The trooper was taken to the hospital. We're told he will be okay. Police now have the suspect in custody. Because of this, though, Ravenna Road is closed between Glenwood and Idlewood. School's just started, but this extreme heat is already giving some kids an early break. Nearly 20 schools are closed today because it's just too hot. News 5's Jesse Schultz is live in Tremont. Jesse, no schools for kids there today.
I should say get Century in the schools so they can stay in school even in the
This morning, the Cuyahoga Falls School District is apologizing for a controversial assignment. On the district's Facebook page, administrators say the assignment was meant to be an icebreaker during the first full week of school. Middle school students were asked to pick who would be saved in a doomsday scenario. The people are described based on their religion, race, and sexuality, as well as personality traits and disabilities. The district says the lesson was to promote tolerance and break down stereotypes. It says future assignments will be carefully selected. A new bill is looking to send federal education money recovered from the now closed ECOT school back to Ohio school districts. The bill introduced yesterday would direct the U.S. Treasury to return the money to Ohio rather than its general fund. ECOT collected more than $130 million in federal education funding over 18 years. It was Ohio's largest charter school before closing in January. Police are still looking for 3 people who smashed their way into an Eastlake cash and loan store to steal the ATM. It's a story we first told you about yesterday here on Good Morning Cleveland. Cleveland thieves, they took off from Eastlake and led police on a high-speed chase in Willowick. Once they made their way into Cleveland, the officer chasing them lost control, crashing into a home. The impact was so hard, it damaged the foundation. The man who lives in that home says the cruiser came through his fence with the front winding up in his basement. The impact shifted the house, moved his bed, and knocked his daughter off of hers.
Because you wouldn't even expect that they came this far in Cleveland chasing the guy.
The officer did have to go to the hospital, but he's in stable condition. This morning, 2 Summit County school districts are facing a lawsuit. It claims they didn't protect a student from being sexually assaulted by a teacher. That teacher is now serving 3 years in prison for her relationship with that student. News 5's Meg Shaw is live in the newsroom for us. Good morning, Meg. Normally, you might think about giving back around the holidays, which is pretty normal. But right now, one local shelter says it needs your help right now more than ever. As you can see from the empty boxes, Lakewoods Food Bank says it's in desperate need of personal care items like soap, deodorant, toothpaste, and other things just like that. If you want to help, you can drop donations off at the Lakewood Community Service Center on Madison Avenue. Experts have finally identified the body of an Akron man whose car plunged into the Cuyahoga River more than 2 years ago. LaRon Harris was given a woman a ride in February of 2016 when he drove his car through a parking lot of an abatement and into the river. She was able to swim to shore and says she saw him swimming downstream, but he was never found. Last October, a fisherman found what he believed to be human remains. Months of testing later, experts have matched the DNA profile to Harris. It appears hunting is big business here in Ohio. A new report says it generates more than $1.4 billion for state's economy. The report found hunters spend $850 million a year on average in the state. Ohioans who hunt generate $97 million in state and local taxes. Deer hunters will start heading into the woods for archery season at the end of September. It's coming up. There will be a public meeting in Ohio City today to talk about property appraisals. Now, we told you about this and the values soaring up in Cuyahoga County. Along with taxes, homeowners are now having to pay. Our investigators found out many of these appraisals are being done by an outside contractor and not by county staff appraisers. Some city leaders tell us they think the decision played a role in the home values going up. Homeowners are now demanding the county extend the deadline to file an appeal. The meeting starts tonight at 6 at the Franklin Circle Church. Also today, kids at 22 elementary schools in Akron will get free school supplies. That's pretty cool. The United Way's Stuff the Bus campaign collected enough school supplies to fill more than 7,000 backpacks. That's a lot. The backpacks will be passed out this morning starting at 9 o'clock. Every student in the 22 schools will get a backpack. Pretty cool. Coming up, a deadly shooting rampage at a video game tournament has creators of Madden making changes to its upcoming events. And you're running out of chances to see the Tribe this season. This morning, the E-Team breaks down the team's attendance numbers. But first, police in Texas are investigating a mystery. A barefoot woman is seen on surveillance camera ringing a doorbell in the middle of the night, then vanishes.